Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for another week here at Inside Tiger Athletics. I'm your host, Lydia Fielder. Well, week 5 means we're approaching the halfway point for the regular season of Tiger football. And speaking of halfway, there was nothing about the Tigers' performance last Friday against Fayetteville High School that was not executed 100%. Let's hear from Coach Grant about the keys to that victory last Friday here at Bentonville High School.
All right, great atmosphere last Friday night to start conference play versus a very quality Fayetteville Bulldog football team. Our guys came away with a 32-27 victory. Very pleased with the effort of our kids. It was a big win to start conference at 1-0. Defensively, on our defensive side of the football, our inside linebacker play was phenomenal, with both of those guys being our leading tacklers. Jared Ritchie had 17 tackles. Colin Snitsky, who we just moved to inside linebacker this week, had 16 tackles. Their play was phenomenal and played a big part in the success of our play defensively. On the offensive side of the ball, obviously a lot of yards were put up. We almost 400 yards total offense. 250 that through the air and 150 on the ground. Easton Miller with over 100 yards rushing. You know, we're giving him the ball a lot, and he's taking care of business and doing some great things for our offense behind a very solid offensive line. You know, Tyler Johnson had a great game for us Friday night with over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. So we're doing some good things on both sides of the football. One of the most important categories we're working on in the week is the turnovers. We had 10 turnovers going into the week 4 game, and we didn't have any in week 4 against Fayetteville, which I think very well could be the difference. Our kids are continuing to work ball security this week, and that's an area that we want to continue to be great at. You know, one of the plays that I think everybody's excited about and talking about this week is Andrew Griffith, you know, basically hits the quarterback on a ball as they're trying to drive late, and Riley Mark recovers it basically to seal this victory. And it was a big win for our program, and we're excited to start this conference year off 1-0.
Bentonville's run game certainly helped them lock in the win over Fayetteville, but the football team isn't the only crowd who has a competitive edge at running here at Bentonville High School. The cross-country team rises at dawn almost every morning to put in countless miles of practice in preparation for their coming meets. Here's a look into life as a cross-country runner at Bentonville High School.
No one go and kill it today. All right, ready, let's go.
You know, running is, for these young guys, is something that they can get in with other guys to run with, and it's a bonding experience that even if they don't go to college as a track athlete or as a cross-country athlete, they can continue doing the sport for years afterwards. So it can be a family type of sport, and also a very healthy sport to continue even after their high school years and even their college years. You know, when you run, lots of people ask you what do you think of? In a race setting, it's a little different. There's a bit of strategy involved. There's also a plan as an individual that you want to stick to. A certain time you want to go through the first mile in, or a person you want to stay with. But when you're training, there's a sense of peace when you run. There's a group setting. In our case, there's a group of guys together, and they talk about a lot of different things, whatever it is on the day. But the dedication that they show when they get up at 6:30 in the morning every day and run, I think that adds to the kind of inner strength that these young guys are building. So that's some of the added bonus of doing this sport.
Now, the win against Fayetteville has set Bentonville's record off to an optimistic 2-2 start, but they're hoping to improve that record on the road at Van Buren this Friday. Here's Coach Grant with a look at how to capture the win on the road.
All right, big week for us this week as we are back on the road after being at home for 2 weeks, traveling down to Van Buren. This is a big week for us. We have an opportunity to go 2-0 in conference, and Van Buren, although their season's not going as they probably had hoped, they're currently sitting at 0-4. But it's a football team that's changed offensive schemes, and they're doing some stuff. They've got a back over there that's very talented. Our kids are aware of him, and we've got to be great tacklers this week for us to have success stopping him in the run game. This is an opportunity for our kids this week to just focus on getting better as a team and as a unit. In the 7A West, you can't look ahead, you can't look behind, you got to take it 1 week at a time. And so this week for us, it's the Van Buren Pointers, and that's our focus. We'd love for you to be able to drive down to Van Buren and attend this football game, but if you're unable to do that, please follow us on BentonvilleSportsNetwork.com.
This is 50 Yards with Bentonville Football's Tyler Johnson. Tyler, what do you drive to school?
I drive a Ford F-150 to school.
What's currently your biggest challenge in football?
Right now I'm hurt right now, so this Friday is going to be kind of difficult for me to kind of sit back and kind of watch all my friends play.
Will you come back next week?
I will.
Okay, we're excited to see you. What sport are you good at other than football?
I'm actually on the baseball team here at BHS too.
What position do you play?
First base.
Are you going to take that anywhere?
I'm a verbal commit to the U of A.
All right, congratulations. What's your pregame pump-up song?
I usually just go on Spotify and just shuffle Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, Arkansas man himself. What's your walk-up song?
Last year my walk-up song was Ain't No Grave by Johnny Cash. So.
How many pairs of shoes do you own?
40-ish.
40-ish?
Yeah.
I think that's more than me. I heard you went to Vegas last week.
Yeah, we just shoe shopped the whole week. It was awesome.
Shoe shopped the whole week. Well, that was 50 Yards with Tyler Johnson. If you're unable to make it to Van Buren tonight, be sure to tune into the live stream via the BHS app or on the Bentonville Sports Network. As we end tonight's show, let's enjoy some of the highlights from last week's victory against Fayetteville. I'm Lydia Fielder, and we'll see you next week on Inside Tiger Athletics.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like Kung Fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, hey, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. But when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just wanna. Yeah, I just wanna. You're my dream, but I just wanna.
Can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love.